Hello and welcome back to Easy English Zone.
Hey everyone, we're thrilled you're here with us. I'm Jason.
And I'm Vanessa. On this channel, we help you practice natural, real-life English conversations.
If you enjoy our videos, please support us by hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel.
Yes, it truly helps the channel grow. Thanks so much. Today, we're discussing a very relatable topic.
That's right. We're diving into the topic of your daily work routine. We'll talk about our jobs and what a regular day looks like for us. Let's jump in.
So, Jason, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Vanessa. A little sleepy, but no complaints. How about you?
I'm feeling great, thank you. You said you're a bit tired. What's going on?
Well, I had an early start today. My cat decided to give a concert at 5 a.m. this morning.
Oh, wow, your cat sings?
Well, he meows very dramatically. It felt like a private show.
That's hilarious. My dog just snoozes all day. He's totally relaxed.
You're lucky. So how was your weekend? Did you do anything interesting?
Yes, I went for a walk at the park. The weather was perfect. Plus, I got to read a really excellent book.
That sounds peaceful and calm. My weekend was the opposite. I visited family. It was a bit loud, but a lot of fun.
Family visits are always special. I'm glad you made it to today's episode, even if you're a little tired.
Me too. I'm ready to discuss work life. Let's get started. What do you do, Vanessa? What's your profession?
I'm an English instructor, but my hours are a bit unusual. My classes begin at 8:30 a.m.
Wow, that's kind of early. Do you enjoy waking up early?
Actually, yes. I'm a total morning person. I love the peacefulness. I usually wake up around 6 a.m.
6 a.m.? No way. I'm not a morning guy at all. I get up at 7:30 and I need 2 cups of coffee to feel human. I'm basically a robot until then.
I get it. I usually start my day with tea. So, walk me through your day. What's the first thing you do when you arrive at the office?
First, I head to my desk and greet my coworkers.
Coworkers. That's another good word.
Absolutely. Coworkers or colleagues are the people you work with. For example, my colleague Mark sits beside me.
That's nice. It's awesome to have work friends.
Definitely. After that, I power up my computer. It's pretty old, so it takes some time. While I wait, I check my daily to-do list in my notebook.
A notebook? On paper?
Yep, a real notebook, old school. I jot down my tasks there. Once my computer is ready, I check my emails. And there are always a ton.
How many do you usually get?
Probably 20 to 30 each morning.
Oh, wow. So how do you manage?
I skim through them quickly. A few come from my manager, some from coworkers, and most from customers needing help. I try to reply to the easy ones first.
Smart approach. Do you have a team meeting in the morning?
We do. At 10 a.m., we have a short team chat.
What's that meeting like?
Our team lead Amanda shares updates. We go over new info and talk about tricky situations from the day before. It's usually 15 minutes, quick and straightforward.
That's nice. My school meetings can last a full hour. Too long, honestly.
An hour sounds intense. After our meeting, the real work begins. The phone starts ringing and I assist clients.
Do customers usually treat you well?
Most do. They're happy when someone helps. But occasionally, some are angry. They raise their voices. That's the toughest part.
What do you do in those cases?
I listen carefully. I let them explain, then I say, I understand, I'm here to help. It's key to be calm and respectful.
That must be challenging. You must be very patient.
I try to be. After several calls, it's time for a quick coffee break. I usually grab one with my buddy Leo from another department.
Nice. What do you two chat about?
Everything from TV shows to weekend plans, and sometimes job stress. It's a great mental break.
I also take a short snack break at 10:30. Usually a snack and a quick scroll through my phone.
What's your go-to snack?
Usually an apple or cookies. Sometimes other teachers bring pastries. That's the best.
Cake at work equals best day ever. After my break, it's back to emails and phone calls. Before lunch, I usually write a report.
Reports. What are those exactly?
Basically, I write a summary of what I handled that morning. Number of calls, types of issues. My manager looks at it to see our productivity.
Got it. So you're at your desk until lunch?
Exactly. I eat around 12:30 p.m.
Do you eat out or bring lunch?
Both. Sometimes I eat in the cafeteria with coworkers. Other days I bring a sandwich and eat at my desk while watching YouTube.
Is eating at your desk healthy, though?
Probably not, but it's peace and quiet. What about you?
I eat lunch at noon in the staff room. I always pack my lunch. It's healthier and it saves money.
What was for lunch today?
Chicken salad. It was fresh and tasty. What about you?
I had a sandwich and an apple. Not super exciting. I need to improve my cooking game.
After lunch, do you start feeling drowsy?
Oh yes, that post-lunch afternoon dip is real. So I usually grab another cup of coffee.
You really love your coffee.
I know, it's slightly excessive. In the afternoon, I usually have video meetings with clients.
Clients?
Yep, clients are the people who purchase services from our company. If their issues are complex, we use video calls and screen sharing to solve them.
Sounds demanding. Is it tough?
At times, yes. I need to speak clearly and listen closely. But honestly, I enjoy seeing the faces of the people I'm helping.
My afternoon is filled with student questions. They're great, but after lunch, even students are half asleep.
How do you keep their energy up?
I use games, short videos, and movement activities. It keeps everyone engaged.
I should try that with my clients. Let's all stand up and jump.
That would be hilarious. So, when do you wrap up your day?
I usually finish at 5 p.m., unless there's extra work. What about you?
My last class ends at 3:30. After that, I prep for tomorrow, organize materials, review homework. I'm usually out by 4:15 p.m.
Nice. And then comes the commute. I remember that word.
That's right. Commute means your travel to and from work. How long's yours?
About 30 minutes by bus. It's not bad, unless it's super crowded.
What do you do on the bus?
I usually listen to music or an audiobook. Sometimes I just stare out the window and reflect on the day.
Peaceful. My commute is short, just a 15-minute walk. It's also my daily exercise.
Walking sounds way better. I should walk more.
So what's the first thing you do when you walk in the door at home?
I take off my work clothes, change into something comfy, and relax on the couch for a few minutes. That's my reset.
Same here. I usually make tea and enjoy some quiet.
Do you cook dinner afterwards?
Yes, something simple. Pasta, stir fry, or leftovers. But if I'm too drained, I order takeout.
I relate. I order food maybe twice a week. Cooking after work can be exhausting.
Let's talk feelings. Do you like your job?
Big question. But yes, I do. It has its boring and stressful moments, but I enjoy solving problems. And my coworkers are great. You?
I truly love teaching. It's not always easy, but it's meaningful. It feels good when students finally understand something.
That's what rewarding means, right?
Exactly. Rewarding means something feels satisfying, like you're making a difference.
That's the same when a customer says thank you. Feels great.
Every job has its highs and lows, right?
Definitely. For instance, one frustrating part of my job is when my computer starts acting slow.
I get that. It makes you want to scream.
I click, wait, click again, and nothing happens. So frustrating.
Oh, yes, I know that feeling. Or when our internet at school is slow, I try to play a video and it just buffers every 3 seconds. The students get so restless.
Technology. Amazing when it works, but terrible when it doesn't.
So true. What's your favorite part of your workday?
Probably lunchtime. I really enjoy sitting down and chatting with coworkers. It's a great break from screens and phone calls. Oh, and that feeling at 5 p.m. when everything's done. Unbeatable.
That's a good one. For me, it's when students finally get something challenging, or when we do a fun classroom activity and everyone's involved and enjoying themselves.
That's got to be super rewarding. What's the toughest part of your day?
When students seem disinterested, you try your best to make it exciting, but they look outside or whisper to friends. It can be a little discouraging.
I understand. For me, the toughest part is when 3 or 4 client issues all happen at once and they're all urgent. It gets a bit overwhelming. I do my best. Sometimes I ask my manager or teammates for help, and that's totally okay. Team support makes things easier.
Yep, I do the same with other teachers. We share advice all the time. It really helps.
So let me ask, do you ever think about work on the weekend?
I try to disconnect, but it's not always possible. Usually on Sunday, I take 2 to 3 hours to plan my lessons. How about you?
Not really. Once I shut my laptop on Friday, I completely unplug. My weekends are for rest and fun. It helps me recharge.
That's such a healthy balance. I need to adopt that mindset. We all need time to relax and reset. It's important.
Totally agree. So Vanessa, we used a lot of helpful work-related vocabulary today.
We sure did. To help everyone remember, let's review a few of those terms again.
A lightning vocabulary recap. Love it. Let's start with colleagues.
Great one. So what does colleague mean, Jason?
A colleague is someone you work with, like a teammate or coworker. For instance, Sarah, who works next to me, is my colleague.
Yes, so instead of saying people from work, say my colleagues. It sounds a lot more professional.
Like, I had a meeting with my colleagues, or my colleague helped me solve a problem.
Exactly. Next, a word we mentioned many times, commute.
Yep. Commute means your daily travel between your house and your job.
So Jason's commute is 30 minutes by bus, and I walk 15 minutes.
You might hear people say things like, my commute is stressful, or I enjoy my short commute. It's a common word for workers.
All right, next one is schedule.
Yes, your schedule is your daily or weekly plan. It tells you what you're doing and when you're doing it.
For example, my schedule starts at 8:30, or I have a busy schedule today.
It can also be used as a verb. We need to schedule a meeting for next week.
Perfect. Next up, report.
Ah, yes, the thing I write every morning. A report is a formal document where you share results, information, or data.
Students also write reports, for example, book reports.
And in my job, I write about how many client calls I took and the issues I solved.
Clear and professional. Let's look at another critical word, deadline.
Deadline means the final time you need to finish a task. If the deadline is Friday, that's the last acceptable day.
And if you're late, it's called missing the deadline. Not good. That's why we say things like working to meet the deadline.
Exactly. One last term, full-time.
Yep, a full-time job usually means working around 35 to 40 hours a week.
Like my 9 to 5 schedule and your busy teaching schedule. They're both full-time.
A part-time job, which is the opposite, could be just 15 or 20 hours per week, like students working at a cafe.
To summarize, today we said colleagues, commute, schedule, report, deadline, and full-time. These are really useful when talking about work.
I hope that review helped you remember them. Use them to describe your own work or dream job.
Speaking of that, it's time for our favorite part, the question of the day.
Yes, this is the best way for you to practice. We love hearing from all of you in the comments section.
So today's question is for both people with jobs and people without a job right now.
The first question, what is your job? And tell us one thing you do every day at work.
And for students or those not working at the moment, What's your dream job, and why do you want that job?
Examples. I am a chef. I prepare meals every day. Or, my dream job is to be a doctor. I want to help people.
You can write a short answer or a full paragraph. We welcome all answers.
Extra tip. Try to include one of our words from today, like schedule, deadline, or colleague.
But most importantly, just practice. We'll read your replies and we try to comment on as many as we can.
It's honestly amazing to see comments from learners all around the globe. You all inspire us.
So take a minute right now, say hello, and tell us about your daily work or your future career goals.
Before we finish, thank you for spending your time with us. We know life is busy, so it means a lot.
Yes, thank you. If you enjoyed this conversation and want to keep learning with us,
Give us a thumbs up. It really supports Easy English Zone.
and don't forget to hit subscribe and click the bell icon so you never miss our next chat.
So from both of us here,
Keep practicing English, and remember, it's okay to make mistakes. That's how we grow.
have an awesome day, a fantastic week.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Take care. Goodbye.